Hey there, responders and RMPs. Chrissy Brooks here with this week's hypothetical, week ending 5/10/2025, and we are dealing with an oxidizer today. We are going to jump right in here. So this is our decision tree. We're going to read every word out loud because it's good practice and it keeps our mind fresh. Here's our situation. A wet box with an Oxidizer 5.1 hazard label and the UPS hazardous material shipping papers UN 2014 hydrogen peroxide aqueous solution 5.1 packing group 2 is leaking on the floor in a trailer. The liquid is spreading on the floor from this box. When you open the box, you find two 32-ounce bottles of hydrogen peroxide. There are no fumes that irritate the skin, no visible fumes, smoke, or irritating odors. We're going to answer the questions below based on this scenario. So we're going to go through our decision tree. Of course, reading every word out loud. I'm going to pause here and let you guys do that, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, so hopefully you got through your decision tree. We'll go through it real quick. Red box, that one's going to be nose. So we're going to end up down here. We have a diamond hazard label, so we're going to come over here. It's not any of our prohibited items, and it's also not any of our items that we allow in the system, but we're not allowed to clean up because they're too dangerous. Takes us over to the green box, not an edible liquid, so that ends us up down here in our yellow box. A designated responder needs to put on proper PPE and go and address this spill. So we're going to pick a yellow box. And which response sheet or containment sheet did we utilize? We are going to find the oxidizer. There it is. Oxidizer or organic peroxide. I do want to let you guys know oxidizers and organic peroxide are very dangerous. They are very, very high bases, usually on the pH scale. You're going to be getting a 12, a 13, a 14. And remember, bases are more dangerous to us and just in general than acids are. Bases will get on your skin and soak in and then start reacting. Think about when you were little and maybe your mom poured hydrogen peroxide on a cut, something like that, and it turned your skin white if you didn't rinse it off. That's what's happening with organic peroxides and oxidizers, just times 1,000 because they're highly, highly concentrated. So this is definitely something we want to be careful with. What did the response sheet or containment sheet tell us to do with this specific damage? Well, let's go ahead and go through our sheet. Now, this is the updated version. We updated these last April. So you should have, this should be a sticker that's on top of your page. You want to make sure that right down here in this corner that it says revised 04/2024. This is the most current oxidizer sheet. So make sure that you've got that one. It's a very long response sheet, so I'm going to let you guys go ahead and read through it so that you understand the steps that you need to take. It's a lot like a corrosive, which we deal with often. So go ahead, read through the response sheet. I'm going to pause right here. All right, so hopefully you got through your response sheet, and we would have ended up right here. Do not absorb oxidizers or organic peroxides with activated carbon or clay-based absorbent. Use only Zepsorbent. So we're not going to put carbon on it. We're not going to use clay-based because they could potentially react. We're only going to use Zepsorbent when we're solidifying oxidizers. All right, next page. So can you sign into EveTT? Hopefully that's a yes. And yes, I can get in with my own login and credentials. If you answer no to either of these, please email your health and safety supervisor or your compliance supervisor. They will help you get back in. I know that I need to access the waste disposal flow chart electronically for every leaker that I dispose of. Hopefully that's a yes. All right, so going through our waste disposal flow chart, spilled or leaking liquid powder surrendered to the DMP. Yep. Did we spill outside of a facility? No. Enter to drain? No. Reportable quantity? No. We don't have any of these products that we would then go to an appendix for. Contents verified via ETT? No, you're not going to get a non when you've got a diamond hazard label, unfortunately. Is the sum of the remaining liquids of the same product 3 gallons or more? No. Giving off a noxious odor? No. Or hydrofluoric acid? No. So we're going to end up down here in our green box. We're going to follow the applicable DMP procedures listed in our Operator's Quick Reference Guide table of contents based on our facilities generator status. So that is this box right here. And we're going to click our next button. What do you do with Rick or Clean containers? What's a Rick or Clean container? Oh, that's my empty bottle, right? We're going to throw them away. We're not going to put them in our green bags. We're going to throw them away because the Resource Recovery and Conservation Act tells us that we can. Once it's empty, so less than 1 inch, less than 3%, we get to throw that away. What tool do we use that tells us how to dispose of hazardous materials? Again, that's going to be our waste disposal flow chart, and hopefully that you have gotten your DOK done. If not, shoot me an email. I will send it to you. All right, and we're ending up here at the end. So go ahead, fill in your drop downs. Be sure and hit your next brown arrow to get to the thank you. And hey, all done for the week. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys being here, and we'll see you next time. Have a great week.